Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez recently had a high-stakes, private meeting with Saudi boxing mogul Turkey Alaki. This meeting took place under intense scrutiny, as it was rumored to be centered around negotiating a potential super fight between the two boxing giants. The conversation was shrouded in secrecy, with insiders hinting at talks about a groundbreaking match that could redefine the sport.
Be one of the biggest in boxing.
We're not talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turkey know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
Crawford, known for his technical prowess, and Alvarez, celebrated for his power and ring IQ, were said to be in deep discussions regarding terms, timing, and location. Turkey Alaki, a key figure in the Saudi sports industry, is playing a pivotal role in facilitating the fight, potentially bringing it to Saudi Arabia, a growing hub for major sporting events. This meeting marks a crucial step toward what could be one of the biggest and most anticipated boxing bouts in history, captivating fans and experts alike. The decision to delay the public announcement of the meeting between Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, and Saudi boxing mogul Turkey Alaki was a strategic move aimed at controlling the narrative and managing the growing media frenzy.
Named you and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Every
Speculation about a rumored brawl between the two fighters had already begun to make waves across the boxing world, and there were concerns that premature disclosure of the meeting could add fuel to the fire. The team behind the fighters knew that any publicized information about the meeting at that time would only intensify the media noise, overshadowing the important talks taking place. By holding back the details, they effectively shielded the fighters from unnecessary distractions and gave themselves the space to navigate the negotiations without the pressure of rumors spiraling out of control. The delay also allowed for a more carefully coordinated release, one that would present the super fight as a well-planned and exciting development, rather than an event marred by controversy or chaos.
possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it, sit down really well, and figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation.
This careful approach to media handling reflects a keen understanding of the delicate balance between maintaining secrecy and building anticipation for one of the biggest potential matchups in boxing history. The fight negotiations between Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, and the Saudi boxing mogul Turkey Alaki were anything but smooth. Crawford, who had long been vocal about his desire for a high-profile bout with Canelo, was hopeful that Alaki, with his influential position in the boxing world, could help secure Canelo's agreement to step into the ring with him. Crawford believed this was the perfect opportunity to make a historic matchup, one that would generate massive global attention and solidify his legacy. However, Canelo's financial demands quickly became a sticking point in the discussions. Known for his formidable presence in the ring and his successful career, Canelo felt his value in the sport warranted a hefty price tag. His initial terms, which were considerably higher than what Crawford had expected, caused significant tension in the room.
Things going around at the moment, including a big clash with Canelo Alvarez. Can you tell us what's going on in that situation, and can that happen next?
We shall see.
Crawford, frustrated by the demands, did not hold back in expressing his displeasure, leading to a brief but heated verbal altercation between the two champions. The situation threatened to derail the negotiations entirely, with both sides seemingly at an impasse over the financial aspects of the deal. At this critical moment, it was Turkey Alaki who stepped in to mediate, using his diplomatic skills to defuse the tension. Alaki, understanding the larger stakes at play and the potential for a monumental event in the boxing world, managed to convince Canelo to reconsider his financial stance. With careful negotiation, he helped bridge the gap between the two fighters' expectations, leading Canelo to lower his demands just enough for an agreement to become feasible.
To come our way and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight, you know.
Thanks to Alaki's intervention, the discussions regained momentum, with both fighters willing to make the necessary concessions to move forward. This turning point in the negotiations marked a pivotal moment in the journey toward the super fight, as it cleared the path for both parties to finally reach a mutually beneficial agreement, setting the stage for one of the most anticipated boxing events of all time. Reports emerging from various sources in the boxing world suggest that the highly anticipated showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is tentatively scheduled for September 2025, with Las Vegas emerging as the likely venue.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and
this date is seen as the most promising, taking into account the fighter schedules, the time needed for full preparations, and the desire to give fans ample notice. However, while this timing is widely expected, it remains subject to final confirmation, as several factors could influence the exact details of the event. September has long been a prime time for major boxing events, with the fall months traditionally offering an ideal window to capture the attention of a global audience. With both fighters in peak form, the timing also allows Crawford and Canelo ample time to fine-tune their training camps and build anticipation, ensuring they are at their best when the time comes to step into the ring.
For both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody that I step in the ring with.
Decision to target this date also comes with strategic considerations, including avoiding clashes with other high-profile sporting events and aligning with key promotional schedules that could drive ticket sales and pay-per-view revenue. Las Vegas, a city synonymous with major boxing matches, is expected to be the perfect backdrop for what would undoubtedly be one of the most significant bouts in recent history. Known for its state-of-the-art venues, world-class hotels, and vibrant entertainment scene, the city is the ideal stage for a fight of this magnitude, offering fans an unforgettable experience both inside and outside the arena. Additionally, the iconic status of Las Vegas as a boxing hub would lend the fight an extra layer of grandeur, further cementing its place in the sport's storied history. As the fight nears its confirmation, all eyes will be on the final details. The announcement of the official date and location will mark a major milestone in the lead-up to the event, and once confirmed, it will undoubtedly trigger a flurry of media attention, sponsorship deals, and a surge in ticket sales, creating a buzz that will build up to an unforgettable night of boxing in Las Vegas. The potential clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, two of the biggest names in boxing today, has set the sport ablaze, drawing unparalleled global attention. This long-anticipated showdown between the two pound-for-pound titans promises to be one of the most high-profile and talked-about matchups in recent boxing history. The sheer magnitude of the event has dominated headlines, with fans and analysts alike speculating about the outcome, the tactics each fighter will bring to the ring, and the immense stakes involved. Crawford, with his reputation for technical brilliance, unparalleled versatility, and ability to adapt to any opponent, is viewed as one of the most dangerous and skilled fighters in the world today. On the other hand, Canelo, known for his devastating power, incredible ring IQ, and proven ability to dominate across multiple weight classes, is regarded as one of the greatest boxers of his generation. Together, these two fighters represent the very best of what boxing has to offer, making their potential fight a thrilling prospect for fans across the globe. The discussions surrounding this match have sparked intense debates in boxing circles, with fans eagerly weighing in on everything from which fighter has the edge in terms of skill to which strategy could secure victory. Every move, every statement, and every development in the negotiations has been dissected and analyzed by media outlets worldwide, creating a whirlwind of excitement and anticipation. The bout is expected to draw an enormous global audience, with broadcasters vying for the rights to air the fight, and sponsorships and promotional opportunities flooding in from across the world. The potential clash has transcended the boxing world, capturing the attention of mainstream media outlets, sports fans, and even casual observers. As both fighters gear up for what could be a defining moment in their careers, the anticipation surrounding the event continues to build, turning this fight into more than just a sports spectacle, but a cultural event that will likely be remembered for years to come. This unprecedented level of global attention has positioned the fight to be a defining moment not just for Crawford and Canelo, but for the sport of boxing itself, as fans around the world eagerly await the clash of these two superstars. Both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez have built legendary careers based on their recent performances, each achieving significant milestones that have only enhanced their reputations as two of the best fighters in the world today. Their most recent bouts offer a glimpse into the incredible form they are in heading into their potential clash, with both boxers showing no signs of slowing down and proving that they are still at the peak of their powers. Canelo Alvarez's last performance came in September 2024, when he successfully defended his unified super middleweight titles against the highly touted contender Edgar Berlanga. The fight was a testament to Canelo's ring intelligence and immense boxing skill. Berlanga, known for his explosive knockout power, was seen by many as one of the most dangerous challengers in the division. However, Canelo's experience, versatility, and ability to adapt to any style were on full display as he dominated the fight. Canelo controlled the tempo from the outset, using his precise combinations and masterful defense to neutralize Berlanga's attacks. By the end of the bout, it was clear that Canelo had once again cemented his place as the undisputed super middleweight champion, solidifying his claim as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. On the other hand, Terence Crawford, known for his exceptional technical skills and ability to dismantle opponents, has recently made a move to the 154-pound weight class. His latest victory came when he faced Israil Madrimov for the WBA super welterweight title. Crawford's transition into a new weight class was closely watched, as many wondered how his skill set would translate against the bigger, more powerful fighters in the division. However, Crawford answered those questions with authority. Madrimov, a tough and skilled challenger, was no match for Crawford's tactical brilliance. The fight saw Crawford's elusive footwork, devastating counterpunching, and ability to adjust to his opponent's tactics shine through. Despite the step-up in weight, Crawford demonstrated that his skills and ring IQ were more than enough to overcome the challenges posed by Madrimov, securing a dominant victory and adding another world title to his collection. His performance reinforced his status as one of the most technically gifted and dangerous fighters in the sport today. These recent victories from both fighters highlight just how much is at stake in their potential matchup. Canelo's defense of his unified super middleweight titles and Crawford's triumphant move to the 154-pound division not only solidify their places at the top of their respective divisions, but also set the stage for what promises to be a thrilling and historic fight. Fans and analysts are eagerly anticipating the showdown, knowing that both fighters are in the best form of their careers and prepared to push each other to the limit. Amir Khan, a former world champion with vast experience in the ring, has been vocal about his thoughts on a potential fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Having faced both fighters in the past, Khan's insights carry significant weight in the boxing community. While he acknowledges Crawford's exceptional technical abilities and tactical brilliance, Khan has expressed concerns over Crawford's size disadvantage in a potential matchup with Canelo. Having fought Crawford himself, Khan has first-hand knowledge of the American's immense skill set, including his fluid movement, precise punch placement, and ability to control the pace of the fight. He has praised Crawford for his versatility and adaptability, elements that make him one of the most dangerous pound-for-pound fighters in the world. However, when it comes to facing Canelo, Khan has pointed out a critical challenge: size. Khan, who himself has been in the ring with Canelo and experienced his raw power and physical strength firsthand, has emphasized the massive size difference between Crawford, who has recently moved up to the 154-pound weight class, and Canelo, who is now well established as the undisputed super middleweight champion. Khan believes that while Crawford is undoubtedly skilled, the physical size and power advantage of Canelo could be a deciding factor. He has advised Crawford to approach the fight with caution, understanding that the physical challenges of facing a fighter as strong and experienced as Canelo could be overwhelming despite Crawford's technical prowess. For Khan, it's not just about who has the better skills, but who can handle the physicality of the contest. And in his opinion, Canelo's size might be too much for Crawford to handle. The boxing community has been abuzz, with differing opinions on how a potential fight between Crawford and Canelo could play out. Some of the sport's brightest minds have weighed in, offering contrasting takes on the matchup and its implications. One of the most prominent voices in favor of Crawford's chances is Shakur Stevenson.
Rumours of Canelo and obviously your good friend, mentor, Terence Crawford. A lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford...
A rising star in the sport who is known for his sharp boxing acumen, Stevenson has argued that Crawford's superior technical skills, including his ability to adjust on the fly and break down opponents strategically.
Classes, he's a special fighter, pound for pound. I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute. You see them
be the key to overcoming Canelo's natural size advantage. He believes that Crawford's adaptability and precision could allow him to neutralize Canelo's power and dictate the pace of the fight.
Canelo.
Yes, honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who is mentally
Exploiting any openings Canelo might leave in his defense. According to Stevenson, it's not size that will determine the outcome of the fight, but rather the ability to outbox the opponent in the ring, something Crawford has done consistently throughout his career.
mentally as strong as Terence Crawford. So I can't wait to watch it.
Your gym's an exciting gym. You all bounce off each other. You got likes of Keyshawn. Everyone's sort of mixing. That mentality in that gym, what is it? How's it?
Timothy Bradley, another highly respected figure in boxing, has also weighed in on the potential clash. Bradley, who has fought some of the best in the sport, recognizes Crawford's technical brilliance and versatility, but has cautioned that Canelo's strength and experience might be too much for Crawford to handle. Bradley believes that Crawford's ability to make adjustments in the ring could allow him to exploit Canelo's weaknesses, especially in the early rounds.
Told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez.
However, Bradley also acknowledges that Canelo's experience in big, high-stakes fights, combined with his superior size and power, could give him the upper hand as the fight progresses, particularly if Crawford struggles to handle Canelo's relentless pressure and physicality. On the other side of the debate, many analysts emphasize Canelo's overwhelming size advantage and extensive experience, making him the favorite in a potential showdown with Crawford. These experts point to Canelo's successful reign in multiple weight classes and his ability to overcome challenges from larger opponents as evidence that he would be the more physically dominant.
Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started.
Force in the ring. Canelo's power, particularly at super middleweight, is considered one of the most dangerous attributes in the sport, and many analysts believe that this will be the deciding factor in the fight. They argue that Crawford, despite his incredible skills, may struggle to handle the pressure and strength of a fighter who is significantly larger and more accustomed to dealing with heavy hitters. While some analysts acknowledge Crawford's elite technical skills, they question whether he has the ability to withstand Canelo's punishing power over the course of a 12-round bout. The question remains, can Crawford overcome the sheer physicality of a super middleweight champion, or will Canelo's size and power be too much for the smaller Crawford to handle?
Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started.
This debate continues to fuel excitement and uncertainty surrounding the potential fight, as both fighters are seen as elite in their own right, yet they come into the bout with contrasting advantages that could define the outcome. Terence Crawford has always been known for his unshakable confidence, and ahead of his potential clash with Canelo Alvarez, he's once again made it clear that he believes in his ability to rise to the occasion. In a bold statement, Crawford vowed to shock the world, hinting at the immense faith he has in his skills and his preparation for this monumental fight. Despite the overwhelming attention on Canelo's size, power, and experience, Crawford is undeterred. He firmly believes that he has the tools, strategy, and mindset to defeat the undisputed super middleweight champion. Crawford's confidence stems not just from his raw abilities, but from his years of experience in the ring, consistently overcoming challenges and outsmarting opponents who were considered more physically dominant. Crawford has developed a reputation for his cerebral approach to boxing, using his technical brilliance, adaptability, and mental fortitude to break down opponents, regardless of their size or strength. In interviews, Crawford has made it clear that he has a well-thought-out game plan for how he intends to approach the fight against Canelo. He understands that Canelo brings a level of experience and power that few in the sport can match, but Crawford also believes that Canelo's reliance on brute strength and aggressive pressure could play into his hands. Crawford's skill set, his footwork, timing, and ability to adjust could prove to be key weapons against Canelo's relentless style. For Crawford, it's not just about matching Canelo punch for punch, but about outclassing him and exploiting any weaknesses that might emerge as the fight progresses. Crawford's unwavering self-belief is one of the things that makes him such a dangerous opponent, and it's clear that he's preparing himself mentally to face one of his toughest challenges yet. While the specifics of the fight are still being finalized, speculation has begun to swirl around the possibility of the bout taking place at a catchweight. Given the size disparity between the two fighters, with Canelo being the naturally larger man and having a proven track record at super middleweight, it has been suggested that Crawford might have to meet Canelo at a weight that falls somewhere between his usual weight class and Canelo's. Sources indicate that Crawford could potentially move up to a catchweight of around 163 to 164 pounds, a middle ground that would allow him to remain close to his comfort zone at 154 pounds, while still accommodating Canelo's size advantage. The idea of a catchweight is an interesting development, as it could level the playing field to some extent, allowing Crawford to avoid the extreme weight cut that might come with jumping up to a full super middleweight bout. A catchweight would also give Crawford a bit more time to acclimate to the new weight class, ensuring that he doesn't sacrifice his speed and agility, which are key components of his fighting style. On the other hand, it would also present Canelo with a challenge, as he would need to adjust to a weight that's slightly below his usual super middleweight limit. The idea of a catchweight fight has sparked significant debate in the boxing world, with some fans questioning whether it's the right move, while others see it as a necessary compromise to ensure the bout actually happens. Teddy Atlas, one of the most respected analysts and trainers in the sport of boxing, has weighed in on the potential fight, offering his unique perspective on what makes Crawford such a dangerous opponent despite the challenges he faces in terms of size. Atlas, who has seen Crawford's career unfold from the inside, emphasized Crawford's unparalleled ability to rise to challenges. According to Atlas, one of Crawford's greatest strengths is his mental toughness and his knack for overcoming odds. Despite being the smaller fighter in many of his bouts, Crawford has repeatedly shown that he doesn't shy away from adversity. Whether it's facing bigger, stronger opponents or dealing with high-pressure situations, Crawford has proven time and time again that he can adapt and find a way to win. Atlas noted that Crawford's exceptional boxing IQ, combined with his ability to make adjustments mid-fight, gives him an edge against opponents who rely more on physical attributes than skill. Atlas also pointed out that Crawford's ability to rise to the occasion and find success against larger opponents should not be underestimated. While Canelo has the advantage in size and power, Crawford's mental fortitude and experience in dealing with different styles and challenges could be the key to his success. Atlas believes that Crawford will not only come prepared physically but mentally, with a clear strategy to take on one of the toughest fighters of his career. For Atlas, Crawford's mental approach and adaptability are what truly set him apart and make him a legitimate threat to Canelo, despite the size disadvantage. As news of the potential fight continues to unfold, fan anticipation has reached a fever pitch, with boxing enthusiasts eagerly awaiting an official announcement. Social media platforms and boxing forums have been flooded with discussions, predictions, and excitement surrounding the matchup. Fans of both Crawford and Canelo have made their voices heard, passionately debating who has the upper hand in the potential fight. Some believe that Canelo's strength and experience will be too much for Crawford to handle, while others have pointed to Crawford's technical brilliance and ability to adapt as the deciding factor in the bout. Either way, the excitement for this fight has been building for months, and the prospect of seeing these two boxing superstars face off in the ring is generating an energy unlike anything seen in recent boxing history. The potential clash has also caught the attention of mainstream sports media, further fueling the fire of anticipation. Fans are clamoring for confirmation of the fight, with many hoping to see it take place in one of boxing's most iconic venues, like Las Vegas, where the spotlight would shine brightest on this blockbuster event. With both fighters being at the peak of their careers and their skills regarded as some of the best the sport has ever seen, there's no doubt that this fight will be a spectacle. The world of boxing is holding its breath, waiting for the official word, and when the announcement finally comes, it will undoubtedly set the stage for one of the most talked about events in the history of the sport.